Hello everyone and warm welcome to this session. In this video I am going to demonstrate you the spatial domain image enhancement technique, which is simple as well more popular, that it is averaging filter. So for this implementation we will switch to the editor window. I start with the MATLAB syntaxes of close all, then clear, and finally CLC to start with the fresh execution of our program. I mentioned the first line to be a comment one. What is motive behind writing this particular program? So this is a program to demonstrate averaging filter on an image. So for this processing, we first of all need one image to be accessed in our MATLAB environment, that we need to do from the current directory where some image datasets are available, grayscale as well as the color images. So the first module, it will be to read the input image for processing. So I will generate a variable capital A with the help of the MATLAB syntax IamRead, followed by a pair of parentheses where we need to specify within a pair of single quotes the image name along with its file type. So here I am going to make the use of dewdrop.jpg as a file available in our current folder here. Let us see whether we are correctly accessing it or not. For that purpose I need to save this particular program. The program name, it will be program_10.m will be the file extension. I save it and let us run this particular program. Initially the workspace that it was empty. Now we have the variable capital A. The dewdrop.jpg is accessed here with the dimensions 327 by 448 of the data type uint8. So it is having only one band, so it is not written 327 by 448 by 1. If it would be a color image, so that time by 3 for the 3 bands corresponding to red, green and blue are there. So now here we are accessing the grayscale image. So let us continue the further programming after successfully accessing the image in our environment that need to be processed further. Now see, the best application for the averaging filter to check in this particular demonstration is the reduction of noise here. So as the original image is not expected to have any kind of noise available, first of all we will add a certain kind of noise to it, and then we will filter the image affected by noise and will recover it to the original labels. So let us see whether it is possible or not. Now for that purpose, the second module of this particular program, it will be addition of noise to the input image. So now let us see, after addition of noise to the original image that is holded by the variable capital A, the noise affected image is capital B. So for adding the noise, the MATLAB syntax in image processing toolbox is IamNoise. Within a pair of parentheses we need to provide which particular variable which is holding the image information is to be added by the noise, and afterwards we need to also specify the type of noise to be added there. So here we are going to add salt and pepper type of noise to the original image. Let us see the addition of another type of noise as well to be tested in this implementation. So for that purpose I am again going to use the use of IamNoise, where the input argument is capital A, and the second type of the noise that we are going to test here is Gaussian. So after addition of the Gaussian noise, we move further to generate one more noise affected image with again IamNoise. Again we have the input argument A, and the type of noise in this particular case, it will be speckle. So in this demonstration we are having a consideration of the three images holded up by the variables B, C and D with salt and pepper noise, Gaussian noise and speckle noise. Now we have to figure out the averaging filter here. So for that purpose we will be generating the kernels here, kernels or mask you say. So these will be the kernels of averaging filter. So here we will be generating the filter kernels of the dimensions 3 by 3 and 5 by 5 here. Let us see the generation of the first filter mask or the first filter kernel be denoted by H1. So we will be generating it of the dimension 3 by 3. So we will be having 1 divided by 3 by 3 into 3, so that it will be equal to 9, which is multiplied to a matrix of ones for the dimensions 3 comma 3 here. Now afterwards we will be generating another filtering mask or filtering kernel you say, that is of the dimensions 5 by 5. So 1 divided by 5 into 5, it is equal to 25, which is further multiplied to a matrix of ones of the dimensions 5 comma 5 here. So this way the simple averaging filter kernels will be formulated here, and we need to apply it onto the noise affected images B, C and D by the method of convolution here. So the next module, it will be application of, not the noise, application of averaging filter. Now it will be on the noise affected images here. So we will be generating the resultant images after averaging to the noise affected images. So the first one, let us say it is B1. If we provide the resultant of convolving, so convolution here onto the two-dimensional signals, which are the images, by the MATLAB syntax con2, where the input arguments are capital B comma H1, the first filter mask of the dimension 3 by 3, and here we are going to provide the keyword same. By the next line we will be generating another image for the same salt and pepper noise affected variable capital B, but by the different kernel or the filter mask, that it is H2 here. So I will be writing here con2, inside the parenthesis I will be providing B H2 comma same here, ending with the help of semicolon. So this is what the averaging of the images that are affected by salt and pepper noise and the averaging by the filter mask of the dimensions 3 by 3 and 5 by 5. The same thing we will go for the images those are affected by Gaussian type of the noise. So correspondingly I will be generating the variables C1 and C2 here. So C1, it will be equal to con2, in the bracket we will be having C comma H1 comma, here we will be using the keyword same here. Then C2 will be generated with the same type of the syntax con2, inside the parenthesis we have C comma H2 comma, here I write same here. Now this is what the averaging or the averaging filter operation onto the noise affected images of Gaussian type to the original image we read in the MATLAB environment. Now we will go for the noise type speckle here. So the corresponding variables in this sequence we will be generating capital D1 and capital D2. So D1 we will be obtaining by con2 on capital D comma H1 comma, here I write the same. By the next line I write D2 to be generated by con2 in the bracket capital D comma H2 comma the keyword same here. So this is what the averaging filter on the three types of the noise added to the original image by two types of averaging filter mask of corresponding dimensions 3 by 3 and 5 by 5. Now the last module is to have the display of input and output images. So now I'm going to make the use of three different subplots here, as there will be a comparison of three different noise types after the application of averaging filter here. So the first subplot I'm going to utilize here for the dimensions 2 rows 2 columns, and the first cell will be accessed, where I will be displaying with the help of IMShow command. It will be the original image A, and the corresponding title I provide here, original image. By the next line I will go for accessing the second cell here, so it will be 2 2 2. The use of IMShow command again. This time the input argument is capital B. So B is the image after addition of noise to the original image, where the noise type was salt and pepper noise. The corresponding title I provide here within a pair of single quotes. The string can be printed thereupon, noisy image, where inside the bracket I will specify the type of noise, that it is salt and pepper noise. By the next line I will go for the subplot 2 2 3. Now the use of IMShow, where the B1 is the resultant image that will be in the double type. That is why I write here uint8. Inside the brackets I will be specifying the input argument to be B1 here, and I provide the specific title to this as image after averaging filter, and the filter dimensions are 3 by 3. By the next line I go for accessing the last cell of this subplot. It will be 2 2 4. The use of IMShow command. Here also it will be the use of converting the data type from double to uint8 for the input argument B2, and the corresponding title, it will be the same, image after averaging filter of the dimensions. It will be 5 5 here. So this is what the first subplot here. I will just save this much of the script and let us check whether it runs without error or not. So yes, we have this subplot. We will discuss it on later, as we have the three types of the noises added to the original image by this particular portion here. I will copy this much of the portion and will generate the next two subplots here. So here I will be providing the output image instead of the variable B, that it will be C, and after averaging or the application of averaging filter we have obtained C1 and C2 here. Instead of salt and pepper noise, this time it has been noise affected with Gaussian type. Yes, and later on the last subplot, it will be for the resultant images denoted by capital D for noise affected image, and D1 and D2 the final resultant images after the application of averaging filter here, whereas the noise type, it was speckle type here. So as we have here three subplots, the subplot should be there with separate MATLAB windows here. That is why I must use the syntax figure before the second subplot and the third subplot here. Saving the changes, getting back to the default view and running this particular program. So now you see in the workspace, capital A is the original image. After addition of noise for the first type, we have B when the salt and pepper noise is added to it. This is the variable when we have added the Gaussian noise, and this is what the variable D when we have added the speckle noise. After undergoing these noise affected images through the averaging filter of the kernel mask 3 by 3, we obtain correspondingly B1, then C1 for the Gaussian type and D1 for the speckle type here, and for the filter kernel of the dimension 5 by 5 we get correspondingly B1, B2 and D2. H1 and H2 are the variables for the kernel mask here or the kernel types here. Now I will show you the first figure here, subplot. So this is what the original image. After application of the salt and pepper noise, we get the visualization like this. So in salt and pepper noise, few of the pixels are with the maximum intensity and rest of the few are with different intensities, and few are there with the least possible intensity here. So here we are having few black dots, few white dots, and rest of the image information is there. So after averaging it with the filter mask of the dimension 3 by 3 of the averaging type, this is what the resultant here. Compared to this is what more smooth. So this is with the filter mask of the dimension 5 by 5. I just close this. Now going to the second subplot. So in the second subplot here we have the original image. This time the original image is affected by the Gaussian noise. Here you just check the changes as compared to the earlier salt and pepper noise and the corresponding results after undergoing the averaging filter of the dimensions 3 by 3 H1 mask and 5 by 5 denoted by H2 kernel or H2 mask you can say. And the last subplot here I maximize. Original image is the same. This time the speckle noise. This is a different kind than the Gaussian and the salt and pepper, and these are the resultant images here. Now in this demonstration I have made the use of dewdrop.jpg. If I change the input image, instead of having the dewdrop.jpg, if I make the use of goldfish.tif, saving the changes after changing the name of the input image, this is what the goldfish.tif. Let us run this particular program. So we expect three subplots again. So this is what the subplot 3, subplot 2 and subplot 1. I maximize the first subplot. This is what the original image. Addition of salt and pepper noise. After processing the noise affected image by averaging filter with the mask dimension 3 by 3 and with the dimension 5 by 5 here. Next to that we have second subplot, original image, noise affected original image with the Gaussian type of the noise, and these are the resultants of averaging filter. And the last subplot, here it is addition of speckle noise to the original image and the results after the averaging here.